Okay, well, this is ki4avs. Can you tell the friends and the fellow hams on YouTube what your location and call sign is, please?
Okay, the call sign is ki4avs, Kilo India 4 Alpha Victor Sierra, and I'm located on the Blue Ridge Parkway in northwest Patrick County, Virginia, just across the state line from North Carolina, and located about 10 miles west of Medicine, Virginia, and 10 miles east of Fancy Gap, Virginia.
I tell you, I really got you in there now. It's so much clearer. Before I was using a 14 and a half inch whip, and this 2 meter Yagi, I tell you, it just makes all the difference in the world.
Well, antenna is everything. You can have a $2 radio and a 10-cent antenna, and you got a 10-cent system, but you can have a lot of time and effort placed into the antenna, and that's the value of your system, no matter what radio you have attached to it. Yeah, I'm coming to you today. I'm just running a little old Yagi-Uda FT60R handheld, and since we have the repeaters linked along the Blue Ridge right here, it's no problem for me to access it with the HT on low power running around, and yet have pretty extensive coverage there, over.
Well, that Yagi is doing you an excellent job. It's doing an excellent job. It sounds good. It's got good audio. And this one here I got, it's a BAOFENG UV5R. Got it off of Amazon.com. And it's a good little radio. I'm a new ham. I got my license February the 10th of this year. So it's been very exciting for me.
They just don't realize that the way the cost of equipment has came way down in amateur radios. It's really, really affordable now with some outstanding equipment compared to what it was, just 20 years ago. And so it's a hobby that you can get into that will go your whole life. It's endless as far as the facets of the hobby that you can find to get into, from slow scan TV to a lot of the keyboard techniques. Utilize today's technology as far as IRL feed, where you can take and actually have your handheld go into a RLP or echo a node on a repeater and come out anywhere in the world and just talk on your HT to friends that used to HF might have been a little difficult doing with FM full white quality. So it's kind of dramatic time in the hobby.
I agree totally. Yeah. Ham radio is something I've been into and been wanting to get into for years, but never thought I could pass the test until I tried, and sure enough, I passed the test on my first attempt. So I'm a technician class operator, and it's a big step up. I used to talk on the Citizen band radio, but there's just so much garbage on the CB till a lot of people, they cut up on there, and I'd rather talk to serious operators.
Well, CB radio years ago, you had a call sign, and everybody colored between the lines just like they should, because you are the face of radio everywhere you present it. And so CB radio deteriorated a lot over the years. What it used to be, it was quite legitimate. But ham radio now is about where you can go to practice a hobby that you can bring your wife and your kids all into the hobby and be comfortable doing so. Both my daughters and my wife. My wife's a general class operator, and my youngest daughter's a general class operator. And my older daughter, she's still just a technician, but they're all in the hobby. We use radio every day. Where we're located in the Blue Ridge Mountains, you would think that, cell phones would be a wonder because, there's a tower on every peak. but it's not so. The way that that signal propagates, there's places in the Blue Ridge that cell phones are useless. So we still utilize radio throughout the family and use it every day.
I agree totally, you know, and in the unlikely event that, you know, the grid was to go down, ham radio is something that does not go down.
I tell everybody that, you know, if anything happens, whether it be a natural disaster or, you know, the whole gamut of things that, you know, we go through as far as weather, it might be ham radio that saves you bacon.
KK4YDH. Yeah, I agree totally. I mean, there's a lot of excellent volunteers out there that volunteer their time and equipment every day, and my hat's off to them. So, yeah. Well, I appreciate the contact, and our friends here on YouTube will certainly enjoy this contact, and we're going to say 73s to the Blue Ridge Parkway up there, and we appreciate it, and thank you very much. Look out for Chris Logan on YouTube, and you can hear your side of the QSO on the video as well, and 73s, KK4YDH is clear.
I did experience a little difficulty on that last transmission, and that has to do, I think, with the moto turbo signal. That's actually getting into the repeater part of the time on its receive. But enjoyed it, and anything that promotes the hobby, it's a wonderful hobby. You can go as far in it as you're technically able, or you have the will to learn the technical ability. And even if you have none, there's still facets in the hobby that you can enjoy. So I think it's something to get into that will go span your entire life, and you never run out of something new and interesting in. Plus, you learn a whole lot, and advanced technology in other fields too. There's a lot of fields that was advanced through amateur radio, different forms of communication and such. That's the reason it's really important. The reason we have such leeway in amateur hobby is because there is a lot of development that spills over into the rest of public life that they get the benefit from that's developed here. We have the privilege.
Yes, 2-meter Yagi. Sitting on the kitchen table. Yeah, I'm redneck. But that was my Blue Ridge Parkway contact. And it was quite successful, so thank you very much for watching.